Hey everybody, it is me, Corrie Sommers, your local Los Angeles luxury realtor. Today we're going to be discussing Tarzana, and if you haven't had a chance to do so before, or this is your first time visiting my channel, please take a moment to click that subscribe button below as well as the bell for updates, and we'll be right back and get into Tarzana. Hey everybody, it is me, Corrie Sommers, your local Los Angeles luxury realtor. So today we're going to be going over the area of Tarzana. Now Tarzana is part of the city of Los Angeles and it is located in the San Fernando Valley. It's actually right next to Encino, and it is bordered on the south by Topanga Park? Yes, Topanga State Park, and it is bordered Encino on the east, and then Reseda to the north and Woodland Hills to the west. Now Tarzana is not quite 9 square miles, it's 8.79 square miles, and Ventura Boulevard runs through Tarzana. So, you know, most of the homes, again, are south of the boulevard, but there are a lot of homes in the flats. I'm going to give you a couple of brief little tidbits of history, and if I'm looking down a little bit so I don't mess up the dates. But initially in 1797, Tarzana was actually occupied by Spanish settlers, and then it became a part of Mexico. However, in the Mexican-American War, it then became back a part of California in 1848. Now Tarzana developed into a lot of large cattle ranches, and then investors stepped in about 1870 and really turned the area into like a really large scale wheat farm. Now, in 1909, the Los Angeles Suburban Company purchased the land, and then it was later purchased by the LA Times founder, who is General Harris Gray Otis. He bought the land and actually bought another 550 acres just for himself for his own personal use. In 1919, Edgar Rice Burroughs, who's known for the Tarzan novels, which the television show, the movies, all that stems from, relocated from Oak Park, Illinois, and he bought Otis's land and established the Tarzana Ranch. He later subdivided this and sold the land for residential development, and in 1928, residents started, or they chose to name the area Tarzana after Burroughs. It's kind of cool, right? Now, in the 1930s, Tarzana was known as the heart of Ventura Boulevard, and things were steadily growing and building from that point. As developers began to focus more and more, Tarzana became one of Los Angeles' first bedroom communities, and it was mostly consisting of single-family homes due to the larger lots found there. And they were one of the first to have park, library, banking, an ice skating facility, bowling, country clubs, and medical buildings. Now, the part of Tarzana that's south of Ventura Boulevard really saw an explosion of mid-century modern homes. And like many other areas, there's some very distinctive neighborhoods in Tarzana, such as Melody Acres. Melody Acres is known for ranch-style homes, large lots. Most lots are anywhere from about a half an acre, 20,000 to 22,000 square feet, and they all have like a country feel. So it's not uncommon to see horses and donkeys and chickens and all that kind of stuff in there. There are less than 300 homes in Melody Acres, and Melody Acres has its own neighborhood association whose mission is to preserve this like semi-rural culture that they have going on. When it comes to restaurants or nightlife, you will find Tarzana lacking. Really, there's no nightlife there. But there are many small eateries. There's sushi, Mediterranean cuisine, and much more all along Ventura Boulevard. For movies and fine dining, you really have to go next door to Encino. Now that's not to say there's not other things to do here in Tarzana. No, that wouldn't be the case. As many other areas that are part of the Santa Monica Mountains, there's lots to do. And so in Tarzana, you have access to the Topanga State Park and the Santa Monica Mountains, so you can go and do some of those trails over there. You can visit the Marvin Browd Mulholland Gateway Park. You're able to cycle along the bike trails, or you can go for a hike. Either of those work. There is a rather interesting site to see unique to Tarzana, and that is the VANALDEN Cave, which is in Tarzana. And the best way to explain this is it's a sandstone formation that has like some holes that allows lights to come in. It's just this really kind of majestic area. It's a cave that's about 25 feet tall, 25 feet wide, and 50 feet deep. And these holes that let the light in allow it to really like illuminate the cave. And there's very curious drawings and graffiti. So if you're into that kind of stuff or want to speculate who did that, what were they trying to say, that's a great place to check out. You can hike the VANALDEN trail, and dogs are permitted there, mountain bikes are permitted there. And the official address, so that you can find it, it's obviously off of VANALDEN, but the official address is 3630 VANALDEN Ave in Tarzana. Now, like some of the other areas we've been talking about the last couple of days, Toluca Lake, Studio City, Sherman Oaks, Encino, Tarzana has been a draw for celebrities. It's got larger lots. There's always been bigger bang for your buck. And so some celebrities that have lived there in the past or present include Bobby Womack, Nick Young, Iggy Azalea, Chris Brown, many more. And Blake Lively was actually born in Tarzana. Now, as with many of these areas that we've been discussing that have homes into the Santa Monica Mountains, some of the views from these homes are absolutely spectacular, and Tarzana is no different. So I'm going to go over 3 homes that are currently on the market at the time of this recording in Tarzana, just to give you a breakdown of some of the variation in prices. And again, like some of the other areas that I've discussed, homes in the flats tend to sell for a little bit less. And so the first one is asking $830,000, and this is at 5813 VANALDEN Ave, but it's in the flats. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,672 square feet on a 9,000 square foot lot, which is still a little bit bigger than some of the other areas we've talked about. The second home is asking $3.2 million. Now, this is at 5114 VANALDEN, but it's south of the boulevard. So you see there's a difference both in size and in price. It's a 6-bedroom, 8-bath home, 4,400 square feet on an 18,000, almost 19,000 square foot lot. And it's a new construction home. New construction always goes for a premium, no matter where it's at. And it's an ode to like mid-century modern. It's actually a pretty stunning home. The third and final home is asking $7 million, and this is located at 19333 Rosita Street in Tarzana. It's a 6-bedroom, 8-bath home, 937 square feet. This is a large home on a 29,213 square foot lot. Again, big lot. And it's a brand new modern estate, again, south of the boulevard. So there's a lot of great development happening in Tarzana, again, because these lots are a little bigger, whether the house is in the hills, on the flats, or south of Ventura, where it's a little bit flatter before it goes into the hills. A lot of developers are eyeballing this. They're coming in, they're building, knocking down the original homes and building some great homes. So if you are looking for a home, or you're thinking about relocating to Tarzana, or you're thinking about relocating to Los Angeles, hopefully this information has been helpful to you. There is a guide below for relocating to Los Angeles. And if you live like maybe on the west side and you're saying, you know, hey, I want more land, you know, I'm stuck in a 5,000 or 6,000 square foot lot where my pool is the only thing in the backyard and I want some yard space, this might be an area to consider. And we could definitely have that conversation. Thank you guys so much for watching today. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, please take a moment to do so by clicking that subscribe button below. Now, in the links, I also have a guide on relocating to Los Angeles, as well as a guide on Tarzana. So you feel free to click those links, get those guides. And again, thank you so much for watching. If you didn't click that bell, please do so that you'll get notified on updates on the next video.